Welcome to Valley Associates for Independent Living, also known as VAIL, educational YouTube video series. Today I want to take a moment and talk to you about the difference between a 504 plan and the individual education plan, the IEP, through the school system. If you believe your child has a disability that is negatively impacting their educational experience and their ability to learn, you need to contact the school division and ask for your child to be screened through the Child Find process. Through this process, your child will experience a variety of tests and interviews to determine whether or not your child has a disability and whether or not that disability is impacting their educational experience. It is important to note that in order to receive services, the child's disability must be impacting their educational experience in a negative manner. The difference between a Section 504 and an IEP, Individual Education Plan, is the 504 requires that accommodations be made. If your child has a disability and it is impacting their educational experience and accommodations are all that is needed, you will likely see the school develop a 504 plan. Examples of this would be a quiet place to take a test, for a test to be read aloud. These are examples of accommodations. When you begin to get into modifications and services, that is when you transition to an IEP, Individual Education Plan. Part of these plans can look like, depending on your child's need, shortened assignments, modified curriculum, access to OT, PT, and speech therapies. It is important to note that in order to be eligible for school-based physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy, the child's disability and need for these services must be directly linked to accessing the educational program. Your child may be in need of these services, but may be accessing the school system in a fine manner, at which point you will want to look to the community for community-based therapies. If you have further questions about accessing services in the school system, the difference between a 504 and an IEP, feel free to contact your local Center for Independent Living. VAIL currently is the Center for Independent Living serving Planning District 6, which consists of the cities of Harrisonburg, Stanton, Waynesboro, Lexington, Buena Vista, and the counties of Rockbridge, Bath, Highland, Augusta, and Rockingham.